Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Profit with Jason, and these are books that will make you profitable in trading. Let's get into it. Back to the plans, back to the bags, yeah, back to the plans, back to the bands. Alright guys, so I'm going to talk about 3 books that helped me become profitable. I'm going to share to you exactly where on my journey I was reading these books so you can get more of an idea of where you at and when you can read these books and how it will benefit you the most. And then the third book that I'm going to be talking about has a topic that's not really discussed much in the trading industry, but that can help you a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that for last, so stay tuned for that. All right guys, like the video, comment below a book that I missed on this list, share the video with someone you think it'll help, and also subscribe, baby, subscribe. All right, on to video. All right, so book number 1 is gonna be Candlestick Trading Bible. This is the ultimate newbie book. I read this book when I was early in my trading. I'm talking about the first 3 years of trading. I was reading this book like every year. What it helps you understand is the higher time frame bias analysis. So top-down analysis, how that actually works. It gives you a strategy if you don't have a strategy yet, if you haven't learned one. And it also teaches you how to catch or see momentum patterns in the market, you know, like shifting points or reversal points, etc. This is going to help you if you're brand new. It has like no psychology inside the book. So this is why I want to say it's like very newbie. Because before you start working on your psychology, you're gonna have to learn how to actually trade and learn technical analysis. So book number 1 is gonna be Candlestick Trading Bible. Read that if you're brand new. So book number 2 is gonna be The Mental Game of Trading by Jared Tendler. This book has a lot of value for what's inside those pages. Is pretty commonly talked about now. The real key takeaways is like being able to name your problems, you know. So I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist, so I didn't really know what I was feeling. I just know I felt bad or I felt sad or whatever whenever I was getting frustrated with trading. But this helped me identify a lot of the problems I was having. I remember just flipping through the pages and being like, oh damn man, that sounds like me, you know what I mean? It helps you in that aspect, right? So maybe you don't even know what problem you have currently, but that will help you understand that. The second takeaway that you can get from this book is going to be the emotional mapping. Emotional mapping in the book is just writing down all the emotions that you feel as they're happening, but the whole point of that is to be able to catch your impulses. The better you are at catching your impulses, or like what triggers you to be impulsive, that's going to make you a better trader, because once you stop acting on impulsive decisions, you make less emotional trades, and then you just trade better. That's book number 2, The Mental Game of Trading. I recommend it if you already know technical analysis and you're already like at the intermediate level. All right, so book number 3 is going to be The Psychology of Money. So this is my all-time favorite book. I love it for a lot of reasons, but for trading, I really love it for 2 factors, right? So the first one is going to be your relationship with money, right? Then the second one is going to be understanding risk. This book does both those parts very well, or it helps you understand both those parts very well. So I'm going to talk a little bit about them, and they're not very much talked about in the industry at all. Your relationship with money, right, is going to be, it's basically a puppet master behind the scenes of how you interact with money, why you interact with money that way, how you saw money growing up, how your parents spent money, all these things, man. Like, that's very important because it's a subconscious thing that you can't really help, because you're probably not even aware that exists, man. You know what I mean? This book specifically, or the relationship with money, you're gonna have to figure out your technical analysis already and already been working on your emotions for a bit, and then this will come into play once you're getting into bigger numbers and scaling and stuff. So this book does a good job of helping you understand risk. And the way it does that is by giving you real life stories and giving you all the considerations, right? He'll tell you a story about how one guy had very little and then made a lot, or one guy had a lot and then destroyed it all. It's all through understanding risk. So this is one of my favorite books. I read it at least once a year just to keep my perspective on risk and my relationship with money in check. So yeah, book number 3, Psychology of Money. Recommend 10 out of 10. If you're deep within your trading journey or intermediate in your trading journey, is going to help you a ton. Back to the plans, back to the bags, yeah, back to the plans, back